What's up guys, ATG here, welcome back to Yugioh deck of the day. Today we are profiling another deck that got a huge boost from June 2020 in BANLIST, a deck that will affect the meta a lot, and of course I'm talking about Ritual Beast. It's been 5 years and now they are finally back. The deck is able to spam the field, loop again and again, and following the time ruling that Konami adapt for the official tournament past years made this deck really strong on time. Today we are going to show the most competitive version of the deck to see how it's functioning in the meta, what the positive and negatives, and even more. Before we proceed to the video, subscribe to our channel, leave a like, and of course, if this video reaches 500 likes, we'll prepare test hunt and combo videos. Let's begin. Starting up, 3 Elder. Elder is really important in the deck at 3, mainly because if you open with Elder and another Ritual Beast monster, you have instant access to your extra deck going for Ritual Beast ulti-gaiapelio. Elder let you normal summon another monster in addition to your normal summon another Ritual Beast monster from your hand, and at the same time, using fusion ability of all the Ritual Beast monsters, you can also have immediately access to your extra deck. Moving on to Wen is the return from a different dimension of the deck. She is able to, once she's normal summon, to target one banished Ritual Beast monster and special summon on your field. She's also level 3. She's very good in combination with some other mechanics that we are running in the deck. To Winda, she's good, especially going first. You can have Winda banished, and during your opponent's turn, you can defusion your Ritual Beast monster. Special summon Winda on your field. Once your opponent either destroy or remove the card from the field, you can special summon once Ritual Beast monster from the extra deck, ignoring in summoning condition. You can go either for Ritual Beast ulti-gaiapelio or Pendelfin to have defense on the field. Next, one Lara. Lara is the monster reborn. Especially once she's normal summon, she can special summon one monster from the graveyard. That was for the Tamer monsters. Moving on to the Ritual Beast monsters. First of all, we have 3 Kanahawk. He is mainly Gold Sarcophagus of the deck. Once per turn, you can banish one Ritual Beast card from your deck phase up. And during the second standby phase, after this card's activation, you can add that banished card by this effect to your hand. And most of the time, the 2 turn will not pass because you will diffuse your extra deck Ritual Beast monsters and have access on them to activate the effect. All of the Ritual Beast monsters are once per turn. Next card, through Rapengu. He's very good, especially because once per turn you can banish one Ritual monster from your extra deck and at the same time send one Ritual Beast monster with the same type as that monster from your deck to the graveyard. Rapengu is helping you to fill your banish zone with the important parts of Ritual Beast combos. And with Tamer cards, you can either special summon them from the banish zone with Wen and from the graveyard with Lara. Next, one Apelio, just one Apelio, because increase the attack and defense of Ritual Beast monster by 500 attack. In order to OTK your opponent, you are able to have easy access on Ritual Beast Apelio, and anything more than one, I think it's too much for the deck. Same as with the one Petalfin. Once per turn, you can banish one Ritual Beast card from your hand, and then target one card your opponent control and return to your hand. Going first is not the best card, but okay, going second is good enough. That's the reason we are running one in the deck. Next, the one Zephyr Relica. She has the same effect with Lara, but because she's another name, and also she's once per turn, she'll let you run one Lara and one Zephyr Relica. And for the other engines, we have one Speed Droid Terror Top and 2 Speed Droid Tageddon Bomb. Terror Top, it's a free body. You can special summon him if you control no cards. Also, Tageddon Bomb, it's free body. As you know, all Ritual Beast cards are wind type monsters. So if you have another Ritual Beast card on the field, you can special summon Tageddon Bomb directly from your hand on the field and have access to some spicy cards from the extra deck like Totem Bird, or somehow if you have a tuner monster on the field to have access on some synchro level 6 or 7. Next, we have Wind Witch package. We have 2 Ice Bell, 1 Glass Bell, and 1 Snowbell. The reason we are running a small package of Wind Witch is because we are mainly running Wind Witch engine to have access on Crystal Wing, Synchro Dragon, since the deck has no any negate for monster cards, because as you know, ulti-gaiapelio negates spell trap card, and also Wind Witch package reduce your opponent life points, and this is very important because imagine going in game 3, starting up with Wind Witch Ice Bell, special summon here on the field, inflict 500 damage to your opponent, special summon the Winter Bell, inflict another 800 damage to your opponent, spam with Ritual Beast cards until the time ends, and you will have more life points than your opponent. We get the game 3, and of course, if you go to the game 3, you will get the match as well. For the hand traps, we are running 2-dimensional shifters, because if you read carefully the effect of shifter, he let you discard him if you have no cards in your graveyard, and all cards that were sent to the graveyard this turn are banish instead. This card let you to banish all your Ritual Beast cards and re-summon them with the diffusion effect of ulti-kimunfalcos and maximize your loop during the turn. For the spell cards, we are running double summon. The main issue of this deck is the disadvantage that you need to normal summon the Ritual Beast monster, except if you have the Ritual Beast Tamer Elder. If you don't open with Elder and you open with multiple Ritual Beast monsters without any way to discard them or banish them, you are unable to start playing and start doing any combo. By using double summon, if you start with let's say 2 or even 3 Ritual Beast monster, you can first normal summon the one monster, normal summon the second monster using the effect of double summon, go to your extra deck, make your loops, and then if you have a third or even fourth Ritual Beast card along with the double summon, you continue play and at least make a decent board on the field. One Gold Sarcophagus, you know, most of Ritual Beast cards has a good effect for the banish zone, and also all extra deck Ritual Beast card diffuse themselves and spell summon Ritual Beast from the banish zone. Unfortunately, God Sarcophagus is at 1, so 1 God Sarcophagus, 1 emergency teleport. All Ritual Beast monsters are psychic. You can special summon anybody level 3 or lower from your deck. Most of the time your Ritual Beast Tamer monster, because they are level 3 or lower. Most of the Ritual Beast monsters are level 4. We have 1-dimensional fissure, a third card that is limited in the deck, 4th card especially. We have Terror as well. With dimensional fissure, all the Ritual Beast or all the face-up monsters that were be sent to the graveyard is banished instead. This card let you play around your extra deck, summon and summon again. The same reason as Ghost Sarcophagus, same reason as anything. And for the Ritual Beast cards, we have 1 Bound and 1 Ritual Beast Return, the latest Ritual Beast card that were released. You can banish 1 Ritual Beast monster from your hand and then target 1 of your Ritual Beast monsters that were banished and special summon it. He has the same effect that Gwen has, but each quick play spell card, you can activate this card during your opponent's turn, and combining this card with the 3 Ritual Beast Steeds we are running in this deck, special summon another Ritual Beast body on your field and destroy another 1 extra card your opponent control. Next, as I said, we have 3 Ritual Beast Steeds. This card is really broken for the deck. You can destroy monster on the field up to the number of Ritual Beast monster you currently control. And your board with, let's say, one Ritual Beast ulti-kimunfalcos. You can let your opponent play. Once he summons 2 monsters, you can diffuse Kimunfalcos, flip face up Ritual Beast Steeds, and destroy the 2 monsters of your opponent and his combos before even start. 1 Ritual Beast Ambush. Most of you don't run Ambush, but once you activate Ambush, you can spell summon 1 Tamer and 1 Ritual Beast monster from your banish zone. Have 2 extra monsters. If your opponent find a way to clear your board, you can clear your monster board. You can just flip the ambush, spell summon 2 monsters, flip Steeds, destroy 2 monsters of your opponent control, and have another turn in order to create a strong board and OTK your opponent. And the last card doesn't match. Everything is wind in this deck. Even the extra deck is just wind monsters. Before moving on the extra deck, don't forget to follow the instruction in the description in order to join our giveaway for 2 Legendary Duelist Season 1 mini boxes. And for the extra deck, we have 2 Gaiapelio, with no doubt ulti-gaiapelio is necessary, is must. Once this card is phased up, you can banish one ritual beast card from your hand and negate the activation of one spell and trap card your opponent may activate. This effect is during either player's turn. 2 ritual beast ulti-gaiapelio. He's very good. He's unaffected by your opponent once this card attack. So going to the battle phase, you can attack to your opponent by increasing this card by 500 attack using ritual beast Apelio. This card is 3100 beater. You can attack to your opponent, and with another one or even 2 additions, you can ulti-gate your opponent very easily. 3 Kanahawk. This card has unlimited loops. She can do the same combo again and again in the same turn. Add multiple ritual beast spell or trap cards from your deck to your hand. For example, adding 1 Steed and 1 Ambush, or 1 Steed and 1 Return. You can set both cards on the field. During your opponent's turn, you have at least 3 monster destroys, and at the same time fill your banish zone with multiple ritual beast cards. You can do multiple times per turn this, and end your board with like 2 or even 3 Steeds on the field, along with other trap cards and along with a super powerful board. And to Tipedanfin, this card can be cut to 1, but unfortunately, because we don't have a few wind level 5 or higher, most of that can be special summon from the extra deck. And using Wind Witch package, I think we have to limit in this pretty standard ratio of ritual beast cards. Next, we have 1 Emancipator Wrapped Hit. We are running this. This is a special level 6 wind monster. This is Diddy Crow. During your opponent's turn, you can banish 1 card from your opponent's graveyard. You do not have easy access on level 4 monsters like Abyss Dweller, so this card let you to shut down somehow your opponent's graveyard, and by finishing with another level 6, another wind type synchro monster on the field is always a good choice. We also have Winterbell, because it's the middle part to summon Crystal Wind Synchro Dragon. Everyone knows that this card can negate the activation of the effect of your opponent monster. So 1 Totembear, because we can summon Totembear very easily using Speedray Terrortrop and owning Tageton Bomb right away, or even using Tageton Bomb by special summon Tageton Bomb if you control a level 3 Ritual Beast. And because every card on this deck is a wind type card. And the last card, we have 2 Ritual Beasts ulti-kimunfalcos. With this card, you can banish 1 Ritual Beast card from your graveyard, and after this card resolve, you can normal summon 1 Ritual Beast monster from your hand in addition to your normal summon. This card has the same effect as Ritual Beast Tamer Elder, but because this card requires only 2 Ritual Beast monster, it is necessary to play this card at 2 or even at 3. This card has the same effect as every Ritual Beast extra deck card. You can return this card from the field to the extra deck to special summon the 2 Ritual Beast monsters that were banished. So that's our deck profile, guys. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any other suggestion, if you play the deck a little bit different, if you play another engine as exchange of Speed Race or Wind Witch. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to our channel. It helps us a lot, and don't forget to join our giveaway by following the instructions in the description in order to win 2 legendary Duelist mini boxes. Thank you very much, and see you next time.